Hello everyone, Andy here, reviewing Warhammer 40k Kill Team Termination, the final box of Season 3, before we get 2nd edition Kill Team at a guess in September. I front load this statement in case you are new to Kill Team and are unaware that Kill Team is about to hit a new edition. Other videos will come soon to let you know exactly what that could mean for your models. But in Termination specifically, we have two teams. The Genestealer cults aligned Brood Brothers and the Leagues of Votann leaning Hernkyn Yaegirs. Some terrain and some accoutrements. In this video I will review this as a product and give my verdict over its value, and also give a brief overview of the two teams. In other videos, all releasing at the same time, so right now, I'm also doing a deep dive for the two teams for those looking for proper guides to them. And then on my other channel, Tactical Skew, I have a battle report that is pitched at a very kind of beginner friendly level and will make a great way to learn what these two teams can do, and my patrons get an unboxing and uncut battle report. Cool. Sorry, and of course a big thanks to Games Workshop for sending me Termination for review, but as regular viewers know, my reviews of GW product borders on gaslightingly critical, so my views are my own, clearly. Also, if you're a subscriber to my channel, I'd like to give you a big double hello. What is a double hello? I don't know, just like something nice for the subs out there. Thanks for being cool. Take a double pleasantry. Let's review. Much like the box before, Nightmare, we have all of our cardboard in this nifty looking sleeve case, and that makes me feel happy. I'm a big fan of some presentation to my overpriced products. The cards are looking good, giving you equipment, ploys, abilities and data cards, alongside punchboard card tokens. All of these are great, I have no issues with them, aside from my one critique that although the A5 size cards are great for readability, I really would prefer tarot size for usability. Minor note, not really too bothered because at the end of the day, we're all just going to get our rules online because GW still refuses to support their game digitally. I'm just saying, if these were tarot sized cards, I would take them to tournaments. The A5 size, I have to leave at home. This is a skirmish sized game. If both players bring their full team's worth of A5 cards, we would need a whole second board. Again, it's a minor gripe, not a big deal, whatever. Moving on to the terrain first, because it's easily the most meh part of the box. It's two storage containers and they're rather dull, and I haven't even built them because what's the point? They're 3.5 inches high, which means they are taller than your Beta Decima platforms and so provide heavy cover on that terrain. Otherwise they're just, more battlefield scatter. Personally, these aren't my thing. I don't much care about them and frankly would have been okay with the box being £5 cheaper, but missing these. Then we get to the teams, of course. And I understand that when I say this, it's Games Workshop that sets the value of the individual kits. So it's kind of a false dichotomy, but whatever. But this is a really good deal. Yeah. I'm going to stand the Brood Brothers on this one, okay? The Brood Coven is £42.50 on its own. The Cadian Shock Troops are £30. An upgrade sprue is £21. RRP, buying models for the Brood Brothers Kill Team is going to cost you £10 more than buying the entire Termination box. Again, that is insane pricing for the Brood Coven HQ guys and the Cadian upgrade sprue, but those are the prices. The Hernkyn Yaegirs would cost at least £35 if not £40. Just the models you put on the table in Termination, ignore the cards and terrain, are £125. Then on top of that you get the accoutrements. Outside of a Games Workshop edition launch box and the Kill Team stuff set, this is quite possibly the best savings in a GW box I've ever seen. But those are the numbers, and if you accept the hobby as individual boxes, then we have to accept the savings on the FOMO boxes as well, okay? Finally, the mechanics within the teams. Again, for a proper deep dive, please go check out the other videos I've done where I break it down like all super nice, easy shorthand. You don't have to trawl through the paragraphs upon paragraphs of dense rules text. Or, if you like that, my patrons get a full man reads book. I've also done some lore. That's there. Brood Brothers first. Firstly, the models, of course. You are going to have to decide how you want to build your 10 models in the box. There is a leader with 3 loadout options, and then 8 specialists, and then 4 gunners, and then potentially up to 3 additional regular troops. Now, if you've been playing Kill Team up until now and have any other 25mm based Kill Team, like let's say Vet Guard, just use those gunners and regular troopers, I say. But if you don't have access to more models, this is a tricky build decision. I say build one of each specialist, give the commander the autogun, and then build a plasma. Me personally, I built the grenade launcher because it was the only gunner I wasn't actually sure I had in another team somewhere. Mechanically, this team focuses on rerolls. You've got tons of them, and your core ability is crossfire. Every time you fight or shoot against an enemy, even if you don't actually hit, they get a crossfire token, and then the next time you attack them, you can spend a token to reroll 1 dice. But of course, all of your guys are Vet Guard level, so we're talking 7 wounds, 5 up save, hitting on 4s. A standout strat ploy is Uprising, their version of Cult Ambush, if you know the Worm Cult. Uprising gives you a crossfire token to spend before your attack if you've gone from concealed to engage this turn. And everyone else does what you'd expect. So, you know, let's talk the brood covered models, right? The big boys. You get 3 slots to play with. The Magus and Primus cost 2 slots. The Patriarch costs 3. The other slot can be a few things. Check out my deep dive to know specifics. Now the Magus gives the entire team a 5 up invuln save passively, and has Mental Onslaught, which is deal 2 mortal wounds in line of sight or 4 mortals if they're within 6 inches. And keep doing this if you can roll equal to or below their APL to a maximum of 8 wounds. Not at all confusing, just numbers. The Primus, Silent Pistol, can shoot and fight twice. Every time you roll for initiative, you can either add 1 to your roll or re-roll the dice, and you can gain a CP for an action. Then we get the Patriarch, taking up all 3 slots, so you can't take anything else. 4 APL, 21 wounds, 4 up invuln save. Similar to Gellerpox Hulks in a sense, light terrain and other operatives don't provide cover for him. His claws are 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, 5/6 Relentless Rending. For 1 AP, he can Into the Shadow, which is change his order. And then we have Alpha Predator and Mind Control, his 2 defining abilities. Alpha Predator is the first of its kind because it allows the Patriarch to activate twice in this turn. And in each activation, he can spend as many of his APL as he likes. So you can spend all 4 in 1 activation, or you could spend 1 with a charge and then leave him safely in that combat until the final activation sort of thing. Very flexible, very cool. He doesn't need the ability to fight twice because he can just activate twice separately instead, right? Nice. He can only move a total of pentagon plus square in a turning point though. Then we have Mind Control, which for 2 AP, pick an enemy model within circle. Both roll a dice and add your APL to the result. If the Patriarch rolls higher than the enemy, you get to change its order and make 1 free action. If the free action moves the model, it can only be a dash. Controlling the opponent sounds really cool, but having given it some thought, I think this will generally actually be less efficient than just fighting twice. Cool idea, ultimately only to be used when you are low health and a fight might kill you though. Or for the niche times when you get into an enemy gunner and can make him shoot his own guys in the back. Then it's super good, obviously. Which takes us to the Hernkyn Yaegirs. 10 model team, APL 2, 4 up saves, 8 wounds, 2 circle move. 2 circle move. First question is, will they get the movement buff in the Rata that the Hernkyn did? Building this team is easy. Build one of each specialist, then you're left with 3 warriors who can have shotguns or pistols and knife. I built shotguns, but I actually think pistols might be the way to go. Time will tell. They have 2 faction abilities. The first is Dauntless Explorers. 3 of your guys can forward deploy 2 circle from your deployment zone. That's their movement speed. Must be in conceal, and importantly, cannot charge or shoot in turn 1. They have Resourceful at the start of each turn, depending on how many models you have left on the board, add a certain number of Resourceful points. If you have 6+ models on the board, gain 2, 3 to 5 models, gain 1, 0 to 2, gain none only. And doesn't happen turn 1. Having your leader alive gives you a resource point every turn 2. Unspent points are lost at the end of the turn, so use them or lose them. A resource point can be spent to add 1 to an operative's APL or regain D3 plus 1 health. Obviously, you're going to do the APL. This means that turn 2 onwards, you have 3 APL, 3 dwarves to put to use. Pretty cool. Shout out to the Jaeger Iron Break though, purely because his data sheet has so much text, I couldn't be bothered to read it. I found out what he does by giving the team to a friend that likes dwarves and had him tell me what he does. Oh, Lamau even. And that's the whole of the Kill Team Termination box, and I must say that I actually rather like both of these teams. Great additions to the game, seem to be well designed and fun. Shame there's a black hole known as a new edition in September, and we have no idea what that means for any of our models. Should GW tell us and reassure us? Yes. Will they? Lol, no. Lamau, no, even. If you made it to the end of the video, I would like to give you a big surprise triple hello. Your reward for watching till the end. Thanks for watching. You're cool. Anyone that didn't get a triple hello is uncool. Objective facts. Goodbye.